Welcome to Us Crazy Christians, where we uncover Christian myths and Bible misinterpretations with common sense Christianity. I'm your host, William E. Smith, and today we're going to talk about, can I create, or am I a creator? Stick around. Someone had an issue with me saying in one of my videos that I was a creator and that I create the world around me. And he said to me, brother, let me correct you because only God can create. We make stuff, God creates stuff. He said, God creates, which means to make something out of nothing. Man can only make something from things that God has already created, and that's what differentiates us from God. And by me calling myself a creator, it's like I'm putting myself on a level with God, and he wanted to set me straight. So I paused. I'm learning to think before I speak. Don't always just be so reactive, just to slow down. And so I paused and I thought. And I asked, I said, so where did you get the idea that God creates stuff or things from things that don't already exist? His response was, that is what create means. I said, okay, let's look it up. So I went and got the Strong's Concordance out and the Vine's Expository and just different things that could break down Hebrew and Aramaic because it's an Old Testament word, create. And when we looked up the literal definition, it said to create. The first definition or the first explanation said, and as a matter of fact, I went to the exact word used when it said God created the heavens and the earth. And the literal definition says to cut down. Now, if God had to cut something down, he had to be cutting something that was already there. Otherwise, he couldn't cut it, right? Next, it said to select. So if God selected something in creation, that means he had choices of things that were already there, and he selected this or that, right? Next, it says to choose. That seems just like select. If you're choosing, what are you choosing from? The last one is to make, which is the exact same thing that he said only men can do. Obviously, that's what God does too. And that's what create means, to make. Now let me be clear. I'm not saying that God doesn't create things from things that don't already exist. I'm not saying that God doesn't have that ability. I'm not saying that God didn't do that. That's not my concern. I'm only stating what the scripture says. I can only state that God is my daddy and God creates. I would think his son could create, like father, like son. Seems like common sense Christianity to me. I can create just like God according to its definition, and so can you. Do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're a returning guest and haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? It's free. Plus, hit the notifications bell to be notified every time we post a new video. Is it possible that God is more loving, kind, and compassionate than we previously imagined? Thanks for watching Us Crazy Christians. Until next time, be blessed.